All right, good evening. Welcome along. It's another Thursday night with the lads on SAFC Fan TV. Tonight we got with us Dino. Give us a wave, Dino. Good man. We got Sean up there. Give us a wave, Sean. Way down in London, we got Jacob down there, and somewhere, we don't know where, but somewhere in Sunderland is Michael Bowers. So hello, you lot. And you got myself, wee Philly.
Yeah, that's definitely
here down in the dumps. There you go. So this week it's been announced that Sunderland Football Club are going to refund the rest of the games, what were left on the season tickets from last year, and any tickets which were bought for away games. So at least that's something good. Sean, do you agree?
No, not at all.
No, you don't agree it's good getting a refund?
Well, no, because we've got to wait until the end of August to get your money back. What the season was finished weeks ago for the hour, you can't. In the day, you pay for something, then you should be getting it back. And the first direct debit went out on the 1st for next season, the season card, and now the same to get your refund. You've got to apply from the 27th. Is it 27th of July? Or something to the 6th of August, something like that, and you do not get it until the end of August. And then they're saying as well, you've got to put your bank details in. Hold on a minute, if they've not got your bank details on the system when you when they take your season card payment.
All right, hang on a sec then. So you're saying it's not a good idea. What I'm saying is, surely it's better that you're going to get your money back than not get your money back. You just didn't want to.
No, that's fair enough. No,
it's a good thing.
I wasn't even going to bother asking for the refund. To be fair, Donald's went on, and the way Jim Bobble's coming in the way he's went on, I'm going to get it back just to be an arsehole. Do you know what I mean? That's the reason.
All right. So do you want to? So are you saying then that you don't want to say it's a good idea, because by saying it's a good idea, it's sort of saying that Stuart Donald and his gang are actually doing something right, and the last thing you want to do is say that they're doing something.
No. It's only what is the you've paid for something. You should be getting the money back. Why have you got to wait 2 months' time to get your money back? Why do you wait 2 months' time to get your money back?
Well, maybe it could be done better, but it's still a good thing that we're getting it back, because we may not have got it back.
Well, I hope every Sunderland fan out there, I hope, right, you all get the refunds. If anybody needs a hand with it, get some who's internet-wise and make sure you get it back, because if you don't, Stuart Donald will get it. Okay? There you go.
Hang on. Why does it have to be Stuart Donald will get it? Why can't you say, if you don't get it back, then the club are going to get it? Yes. And that way it may be invested into our youth system.
Who runs the club for you? Stuart Donald.
So that doesn't mean that it's going in his pocket.
It's his CSO.
Well, anyway, Dino, what do you think?
Well, it's always a good thing you're going to get your money back eventually. I mean, there is like policies where if you want a refund, sometimes you don't get your money back. You get tokens given, like you know, when you buy something from a shop and you want to take it back, they'll give you a token for the same amount of money, but they won't give you your actual cash back, so you have to spend in the store. It's not the best, but these people are going to get actually the cash back. And I mean, like you say, Sean's not really bothered. He wasn't bothered about getting his Blackpool money back for Blackpool in the last 3-4 home games. So it depends what your prerogative was. Maybe people need that money back because they're in harsh times. It just depends on if you're not bothered about it and if you are bothered about it. Am I bothered about getting it back? Not really. I don't know how much. Does anyone know how much it will be? Like altogether, like how much you're getting back? Estimated?
30, 40 quid or something. I don't think it'd be much. I don't think it'd be much, but.
Hey, 30, 40 quid. Can go on shopping, whatever, but it's always a good thing to get your money back, because if the club didn't say you're not getting your refund, we're going to keep your money, there would be uproar. So giving the money back's basically made the fans a bit happier, just not Sean.
It depends what your financial situation is. Like Sean says, I mean, I wouldn't have probably bothered with a refund. I'd have let the club invest it into their youth system and all that. I would have done that. But you know, if you're if you're needing the money because of the times we're in, then you get the money back, and you shouldn't be ashamed of doing that. Jacob, what do you think?
It's good that the fans will eventually get the money back, but I think the frustrations will always be there that it's going to take this long for the process to go through. Like, was it Dino has touched on, some people need the money now, basically, because we're in like desperate financial times, and it's like a bad look on the club right now, and it all stems from the current ownership. I feel like Sean touches on Twitter week in, week out.
Michael?
Oh, God. Well, there's a few things. It's actually nice to go last so I can consider everybody's points first. I think I applied, this is going to be relevant, I promise. Me and two mates were supposed to go on a holiday just under a week ago from my birthday to Edinburgh. But we booked it with National Holidays via Tate's Travel in Sunderland. And obviously National Holidays have gone pretty much bust. So we're having to wait now by Tate's Travel to get our money back. And we're having to wait up to 8 weeks. So I don't know if it's well, but obviously the difference is there, though, that we did a deal with a company that gone bust to pay for the holiday, whereas Sunderland haven't gone bust yet. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But, like, as far as the refunds are concerned, like, I think it might have been Dino said, if they were just going to say that you're not going to get a refund and take your money, there'll be uproar. They kind of did that anyway with next year's season cards. So there was uproar regardless. But, don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm probably still going to get my money back. Do I particularly need it? Not particularly. But at the end of the day, the principle's what matters. You pay for a product, you're expected to get that product. And if you don't get that product, you're entitled to your money back. And people forget, even though Sunderland, like most other clubs there'll be clubs worse off than Sunderland, I would imagine. But in Leagues 1 and 2, there are going to be clubs in very, very difficult circumstances. Wigan are, and they're in the Championship. But there's going to be a lot of fans who are going to be in more desperate situations because we're not talking about football here. We're talking about potential life and death situations. If you're going to have money to provide food for yourself or how many people are in your household, that money is going to be very, very valuable to some people. And I do get Sean's frustration that, really you would have hoped by now, considering how long ago was it announced that the season was going to be curtailed? It was like a month ago, or at least a good few weeks ago.
It's 11 days. It's 100 days at least, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Something like that. So like, I don't quite understand how it's took this long to reach I can understand the refund process itself taking a while, especially for season cards, because you've got thousands upon thousands of people to get through. Having said that, it shouldn't have took this long to announce the decision itself on how it's going to be done. Surely you could have announced this a couple of weeks back. So I think people wouldn't have actually, I want to ask Sean a question here, since Sean's been particularly animated about it. Would you have been as animated had it not been for the way that Sunderland have dealt with the whole situation about the season cards? So if they haven't come out and said, "Oh, you're not getting a refund, but you're getting a really crap quality streaming pass," if that hadn't had happened, would you be as annoyed about it? And I'm not having a dig at you. I'm just curious to know what your opinion is.
No. I think when
they haven't helped themselves.
When he first come in, he didn't